All right, continuing on with the patrons, next we have the Criminal Syndicate. Now, when you think about patrons and those that are going to create some good ideas for your game, the Criminal Syndicate's got to be one of the best. So here we have a network of criminals employs your group. You can be full-fledged members in good standing with the syndicate or probationary inductees looking to make your mark and earn its trust. Perhaps your group works for the syndicate against your will. Maybe you owe them big for a job gone wrong. Maybe for killing the wrong person, or simply for being born into a family that's already in conflict with powerful, unscrupulous people. So looking at different types of criminal syndicates. First, they tell us criminal syndicates range from local thieves guild to a corrupt consortium of merchant princes to a ring of otherworldly invaders infiltrating all levels of society for a nefarious purpose. So the local thieves guild is probably the most obvious one, then otherworldly invaders really gets out there. Whatever form it takes, the syndicate is largely concerned with increasing wealth for its members at the expense of society at large. Conversely, in other words, some other ideas, the syndicate could be an underground organization of good-hearted people fighting against a wicked power structure, like Robin Hood type groups. Criminal syndicates with a heroic bent include the band of plucky outlaws who hijack taxes from the cruel baron and return them to the downtrodden in a hard-bitten ring of deserters who fight their homeland invaders. So here's some syndicate table ideas right here. First, they have the Thieves Guild. A disparate convocation of thieves, spies, smugglers, and other scoundrels control criminal activity in a region of a city. All cities have got that. 2. Assassin Society. The network's livelihood is death. Members of the society hone their skills as cutthroats, poisoners, body disposal specialists, and other profession focused on ending lives. The society is motivated by profit or labors in service to a greater cause, so that could be a fun one there. Number 3, magical arm dealers. The syndicate has cornered the market on deadly magical devices. They offer their services and wares for a price and acquire staggering magical might for those who meet their demands. Interesting one there. 4th, pirate fleet. This alliance of pirate captains is unified under a ruling captain or admiral and adheres to a strict code of honor. Sounds like a movie they've had out, right? Pirates of the Caribbean. They converge only in response to an outside threat. So there's a good idea for a waterborne adventure. 5. Body snatchers. The syndicate consists predominantly, if not entirely, of creatures that possess or impersonate other people, maybe something like ghost-like spirits or doppelgangers. They seek to replace influential individuals throughout society with members of their ranks. And then lastly, thought thieves. These psychic criminals infiltrate their targets' minds to steal secrets and disguise their existence, right? Maybe something like mind flayers or a special group of spells is being created by a group to achieve these goals. Any of those could be ideas. And then we have the criminal syndicate perks. So what are you going to get out of this? First, assignments. The syndicate doesn't pay you directly, but it assigns you to a particular task on behalf of its clients or the organization. Someone hires the syndicate to perform a task, such as an assassination, and the syndicate passes 85% of the fee on to your group. If the aim is to enrich the syndicate, such as by pulling off a heist, you have the privilege of keeping 85% of what you steal. Other syndicates take more or less than a 15% share at the DM's discretion. So after assignments, there's contraband. You have access to the syndicate's business in contraband, such as poisons or narcotics. You don't receive a discount on the goods, but you can always find some place to purchase them. After that, fences. Members or associations of your syndicate are skilled at disposing of stolen goods, and you have access to this service as well. Fences are useful for selling not just illicit goods, but also expensive items, such as works of art and magic items. In the case of magic items, this allows you to delegate the work of finding a buyer to the fence. When using the syndicate's fences, you run no risk of a double cross or other mishap in finding a buyer, so that's a huge benefit there. But the syndicate takes 20% of the sale price as a finder's fee, better than your life. Safe houses. The syndicate maintains safe houses or other secret hiding spots across a wide region. Your group knows how to locate these nondescript, whereabouts and can maintain a poor lifestyle in one for no cost. So maybe particular marks outside of a building or something like that identifies it. Revealing a safe house, whether purposefully or by accident, causes you to lose favor with the syndicate, and you may see yourself being banned from using them again. And then next they have syndicate-owned businesses. The syndicate owns several businesses, primarily as fronts for laundering money. When you buy from one of these businesses, you get a 5% discount. DM decides what the goods and services are. So then you have your criminal syndicate contacts. Who's going to be your little go-between here? Each member of the syndicate has a place in the organization. You report to a contact who handles your contribution by giving you assignments, collecting the syndicate's cut of your swag, or seeing that you receive your fee for contract work from outside clients. The contact is your first point of communication if you need to reach out to highly ranked members of the syndicate's hierarchy. Roll or pick from the syndicate contact table. So different types of contacts could be: 1. Personal mentor. This longtime member of the syndicate took you under their wing when you were young and became a parental figure. 2. Clever urchin. An innocuous person, perhaps a beggar or menial laborer. So in other words, somebody you'd never expect, knows all the right people and shares their connections with you. Sort of like somebody hiding in plain sight there. 3. Former law enforcement. So here you got somebody like a dirty cop. Your contact used to be, or maybe still is, a member of local law enforcement. They have sharp insight into the law's workings in your area and a healthy dose of paranoia for that reason. So you could play that in their character. Bon vivant. The boss of a local den of vice, whether gambling, narcotics, or other pleasures, aids you when you're not distracted by their own debauchery. 5. Traitor. You know your contact in the syndicate has betrayed you, but they have enough clout and leverage that you don't dare cross them, at least not yet. And then 6 here, criminal royalty. Unknown to most, your contact is a member of local nobility or royalty. Why they maintain relationships with the syndicate is a troubling mystery. So here are the criminal syndicate members. Whether you're a lifelong scoundrel or an ambitious upstart, you seek to gain wealth, fame, and influence within a criminal syndicate. A syndicate is motivated by profit, so you got to think about making money. Employing agents with all manner of talents, nimbleness, and novelty prove vital not just to exploiting untapped prospects, but to avoiding the law. You embody rare experience and skill, positioned at the forefront of daring new criminal ventures. The criminal syndicate member roles are as follows. So there's the roles and sample backgrounds they'd recommend as always. She could be a burglar, could be muscle. So there's your rogue fighter types right there. A con artist, a cleaner. How about that? Somebody cleans up the bodies from somebody else's mess right there. A mastermind or a mole. So all some good ideas as to how you could be participating there. And then they have the criminal syndicate quest. So what are they going to want you to do? Your work as a syndicate member involves more than simple street swindles or pickpocketing. Someone with your skills cooperates with others for greater purposes that offer both dangerous risk and splendid rewards. The law of the land is your most persistent enemy, but other criminal syndicates challenge you as well or become your targets. So here's the criminal syndicate quest table. Number 1. Acquisition and retrieval. You acquire assets for the syndicate. You steal important documents or clear out locations for use as hideouts. Number 2, heist. You plan and execute elaborate robberies that require the combined skills of your team. 3, gang warfare. You ensure that no other crime syndicate gains a significant foothold in your territory. 4, enforcement. You keep the corrupt, headstrong, and avaricious members of your syndicate in line with the goals and rules of the organization. So you got to keep the dishonest people honest there. 5, assassination. You dispatch prominent people, the sort who have numerous bodyguards and elaborate security systems to circumvent. That could be a fun one. And then lastly, topple the powerful. Your syndicate is criminal and your methods illegal, but your goals are righteous. You help people who are powerless against exploitation by the powerful. So there's the criminal syndicate. That definitely opens up a whole lot of great ideas. This is probably going to be one of the more popular ones that they offer of the sample 8 or so. So until next time, good luck and good gaming.